night is deep, the city wide. I walk where secrets like to hide. Every step deliberate, slow refined. A shadow moving, leaving nothing behind. Windows shimmer, streets lie bare. I breathe in the midnight, the smoky air. Every heartbeat, a note in my song, a quiet rhythm that carries me along. Echoes in the dark, calling my name. I move in silence, free of the game. No one notices, no one knows the quiet strain in which I grow. Warm guitar hums, bass holds me near. Drums whisper secrets only I hear. I watch, I wait, I act with care. A lone gentleman, unaware. Life is loud, but I am calm. I navigate nights with quiet charm. No one to follow, no one to see. I am the man I choose to be. Echoes in the dark, calling my name. I move in silence, free of the game. No one notices, no one knows the quiet strain in which I grow. The night dissolves, but I remain a shadow walking through the midnight rain. Smoke drifts lazily, catching the candlelight. Warm guitar notes float, bass hums beneath the night is calm. You're charged with thought, brush drums whisper a rhythm I follow. Segment 2, contemplation. Every decision I make, weighed in silence. Life's battles carried without spectacle. I sit observing, absorbing the gentle chaos is the quiet man who measures each step deliberately. Segment 3, observation. The bartender wipes a glass, smiles faintly. Strangers laugh, smoke curls from a cigarette. I see everything remain unseen, a shadow in the dim light, presence felt but silent. Segment 4, self-reflection. Candlelight flickers across my lined hands, each line a story, each breath a choice. I move through the night with calm intensity, decisions like stones laid carefully, unannounced. Segment 5, segment 5. Segment 4, segment 5. When the hour fades, I rise, coat over arm. Step outside, leaving streets untouched by my presence. A gentleman carried by deliberate motion, silence trailing him like a shadow. The bar hums softly, lights dim and golden. I cradle my glass, watching ripples like distant memories. Guitar bends low, bass hums steady beneath it. Drums brush like rain, tapping on a silent window. I think of the life I navigate quietly, every victory understated, every struggle contained. The conversations flow by, I nod politely, yet no one senses the deliberation behind my eyes. A stranger laughs, the sound light but fleeting. I trace the movement of shadows along the wall. I remember yesterday, the choices I made, all weighed, all silent, all unseen. I tilt my glass, feeling the warmth linger. The candle flickers in reflection, a private stage. I am here yet not, a presence felt not seen. A gentleman holding the night in his hands. As the hour wanes, I rise slowly. Chair slides without protest, leaving no mark. Outside the world moves unaware. Inside I carry calm intensity, discretion. thoughts. I'd drawn a long breath, feel the smoke coil around the air. Faces drift past, laughter like echoes in a hollow hall. I sit unmoving, letting the warmth of guitar hum wash over me. Every choice I've made tonight, and everyone before, weighs softly in the dim light, like ash falling into a glass. Brush drums whisper secrets, steady and discreet. I let the world rush by, I remain deliberate still. I notice the bartender polishing glasses, the quiet cling. I notice the shadows stretching across the floor. And I know no one sees the weight I carry. A gentleman in thought, moving without sound. Take another sip, let the warmth settle. My eyes trace the candle's reflection in the dark. The night isn't mine, a companion to my reflections. I leave no trace, yet everything is marked inside. Music swells gently, carrying my calm intensity. Every note aligns with a heartbeat I dare not show. And when the hour passes, I rise discreet. A quiet man leaving the room. The city hums beyond the bar's door, but inside, shadows dance across dim walls. Guitar tones warm, bass flows low. The night feels heavy, rich with untold thoughts. I cradle my drink, feeling a weight of invisible choices, each one deliberate, each one shaping the quiet man I am. No applause, no witness, no need for recognition. just the calm intensity of a life handled discreetly. Candlelight flickers on my face, revealing nothing, yet I see everything. Fleeting expressions, whispered conversations, the rhythm of existence moving past me. I absorb, I calculate, I navigate silently. The bar becomes a world of its own. Every note, every brush of drums guiding my thoughts. I leave no mark, yet every movement is purposeful. A gentleman moving through shadows, control unbroken. It stretches on, stretching me along its current. And when the last patrons vanish, I follow the same silent path. A man of discretion, a life of quiet intensity, disappearing into darkness without a sound. Smoke drifts away, catching candle flames. Guitar bells, warm and analog. Bass holds a soft foundation beneath. Drums brush you lightly and whisper in the night. And time in all my Lord, I measure every decision, every glance, holding curse and roll, battles unspoken. Life moves fast beyond this quiet space, but here I'm delivery, calm, composed. Observation of others, patrons laugh, chatter flows through air. I notice gestures, pauses, hidden truths. The night folds around me like a cloak. I sit fully present, yet unseen. Seven function. Every fall considered, every breath intentional. I'll manage struggles without display. Candlelight mirrors the steadiness within. I am a quiet force, composed and aware. Segment 5, resolution. When the night ends, I rise, cold draped over on. Step in the streets unaware of my existence. The javelin vanishing into silence. Intensely in calm, held together, unmeasured motion. I sit alone where the shadows fall. Candlelight dances on the darkened wall. A glass in hand, thoughts run deep. Secrets I hold, promises I keep. Night is still, the bomb's low. I'll watch the world in its quiet flow. Every choice weighed, every word unsaid. I move with purpose, quietly lit. Candlelight reflection, flickering slow. I am the man no one truly knows. Through silent struggle, through the night, I navigate life without a fight. Guitar hums warm, the bass holds steady. Drums brush soft, the rhythm ready. I breathe in calm, exhale restrained. A life deliberate, never faint. The world is loud, but I remain. Observing quietly through joy and pain. No need for show, no need for fame. I sit in shadows, untouched by claim. Candlelight reflection, flickering slow. I am the man no one truly knows. Through silent struggle, through the night, I navigate life without a fight. walk the streets where the city exhales, neon reflection tracing my trail. The night is heavy, thick with thought, every step deliberate, every lesson taught. Windows glow with stories I can't tell, faces drift past like a passing bell. I move unnoticed, a shadow in grace, a man who treads softly, leaving no trace. Silent horizon, I chase the night, no need for noise, I follow the light. Every move measured, every breath mine, I move in silence through space and time. Warm bass hums like a heartbeat low, electric strings weep with a subtle glow. Drums whisper like rain on the stone. I take the night as my very own. Every corner holds secrets, quiet and deep. I walk alone, yet the city keeps its pulse, its rhythm, but I remain a moving enigma in the midnight rain. Silent horizon, I chase the night, no need for noise, I follow the light. Every move a measure, every breath mine, I move in silence through space and time. The dawn arrives, the shadows fade, a man in the night, a path he made. Where the city fears to tread, footsteps quiet, every word unsaid. The night hums low, thick with sound, I glide like a ghost, nowhere bound. I watch the lives that flash and fade, I make my moves in the quiet shade. The world is loud, but I'm still a man with purpose and will. The silent gentleman walking alone through empty streets, I'll make my home. No eyes to follow, no voice to hear, I move through darkness, calm and clear. softly, bass holds me near. Drums tick gently, I feel them clear. Every choice deliberate, every step true. A life in shadow, yet full view. No one notices the power I hold, the quiet strength, calm and bold. I am the man who walks the night, a shadow moving out of sight. The silent gentleman walking alone through empty streets I make my own. No eyes to follow, no voice to hear. I move through darkness, calm and clear. Disappear, a quiet force, no one near. The night falls around the jazz, dim and moan. Candlelight catching the edges of my thoughts. Guitar breeze, bass hum steady. Drum bursts off, every note a companion to my quiet reflection. I hold my drink, contemplate choices and losses. Every struggle handled without display. The world rushes, unaware of the calm intensity here. I'm over subtle purpose, every emotion delivery. Their stories feeding, I absorb magic, navigate silently. The new licking shadows carry me deeper. The gentleman footed breathing yet unseen. When the last candle fades, step lightly in the streets that seem oblivious. No trace left behind, no announcement made, only the soft pinprint of quiet resolve. But now the trees discreet intent. They won't hear me leave this place. No door slam, no goodbye. Just a space where I once stayed, and the echo asking why. I don't settle old debates. I don't write my name in stone. I just close unfinished gates and walk home alone. I don't carry explanations, they weigh more than truth. Some men need validation, I just need proof. He left only shadows on a midnight walk. No trail to follow, no phone call. He didn't burn bridges, he didn't stay. He just adjusted and walked away. Rain erased my footprints clean, like I was never there. Every loss sharpened me, every silence prepared. I don't linger in the past, I don't threaten the future. I learned how to move fast without losing structure. He left only shadows, nothing to explain. No tears to swallow, no visible pain. He didn't shout his name, he didn't fall apart. He just played the game with a guarded heart. Some men fade by accident, some disappear by choice. I learned how to be present without making noise. I don't need revenge, I don't need reward. I just quietly end what no longer belongs. Morning finds an empty street like it always does. Another night admits defeat because I was. He left only shadows, no witness, no scar, just a calm tomorrow wherever you are. If you search the dark, you won't find his face, just a quiet mom in an empty place. Only shadows and silence. Only shadows and silence. Streets of velvet beneath my feet. Every step deliberate, measured, sweet. Street lights flicker like fading stars. I move through silence, carrying scars. I watch the city, its secrets and lies. I take no part, just observe with my eyes. Every sound softened, every movement slow. I act with precision, letting no one know. Velvet streets, my quiet stage. I move unseen beyond the cage. No one notices, no one knows the life I lead as the night flows. Guitar hum, bass runs deep, drums tick softly, secrets to keep. Every step intentional, every breath mine. I move like the night, deliberate, fine. Through alleys dark and corners bare, I glide like a phantom aware. No need for words, no need for fame. I carve my path unknown, untamed. Velvet streets, my quiet stage. I move unseen beyond the cage. No one notices, no one knows the life I lead as the night flows. The morning creeps, I fade from sight. Man of shadows, embracing night. Oh, he carried himself like a decision already made and lived. No hesitation in his vision, no need to forgive. The bar reflected him in parts. Glass never shows the whole. He'd stitched himself from broken stars into control. Some men confuse silence with fear. He knew the cost. He'd paid attention year by year and lost enough illusions to stand still without collapsing. Stillness is a practice skill. worth mastering. A couple left 2 stools away. He smiled, not bitter. Joy isn't loud when it's real, they say. It's quieter. He folded pain the way you fold a jacket clean, not hiding it, just keeping hold of what it means. He didn't speak. He arrived. When he stood, the room adjusted without a sound. Presence doesn't need to be trusted, it's found. The door closed gentle behind his back. No need to rush, a man like that doesn't crack. He hushes. He carried himself, and that was enough. The bar filled to leave before the chair cooled down. Like something run to breathe, there's less sound. He didn't rush his coat or hat, didn't check the room. A man who knows where he's been at leaves room. Wet your candles, trace the hours. Jazz band, one last truth. You carry weight, not power, from you. No apologies in his step, no war inside. He understood what silence kept alive. Some man is loud, been looked away. Respect doesn't stay. Then I'd accepted him like say a prayer. Behind them I've been trained it all, and that must fight, because your presence doesn't fall behind. The bar already knew who he was. Candlelight dances across amber liquid. Guitar hums low, bass flowing beneath. Drums brush softly, a gentle heartbeat. I sit, a quiet presence, observing all. Segment 2, contemplation. Decisions made in private, struggles handled unseen. Every breath deliberate, every thought measured. Life outside rushes, oblivious to my pace. I move in calm intensity, fully composed. Segment 3, observation. The bartender hums softly, wiping a glass. Strangers laugh, smoke curls upward in lazy spirals. I absorb everything without intrusion. A gentleman moving quietly, intensely, deliberately. Segment 4, in a monologue, every gesture reflects careful consideration. Every heartbeat aligns with the rhythm of thought. Candlelight mirrors my quiet resolve. Each flicker a silent testament to inner discipline. Segment 5, exit. The bar empties, the night stretches outward. I rise, coat over arm, vanish into streets asleep. A subtle presence felt but unseen. A man moving in deliberate, calm silence. Calm silence. The city hums a distant song. I walk where the forgotten belong. Street lamps glow know, like memories lost. Every shadow tells a story, every corner the cause. I move through life like a whispered prayer. No one notices, no one cares. I feel the weight of silent storms. I navigate life in unconventional forms. Echoes of the night follow me close. A quiet existence, the world I chose. I act in silence, I speak in deeds. I am the shadow that no one heeds, that no one heeds. The bass is low, the guitar is warm. Subtle drums guide me through the storm. Every step intentional, measured, precise. I roll the dice quietly, no need for advice. I leave footprints in unseen sand. I'm a gentleman, not a man in demand. I move with grace, I move with might. A quiet soul in the endless night. Echoes in the night follow me close. Echoes of the night follow me close. A quiet existence, the world I chose. I act in silence, I speak in deeds. I am the shadow that no one heeds. The night holds me, the streets my kin. I move in silence, and I always win. I watch reflections in the polished wood of the bar. Guitar bends low, bass flows like a gentle tide. Drums brush lightly, almost hesitant. Everything slows, deliberate, calm and turning. I think of the choices, small and large, decisions that shape me, unseen by anyone. Every thought carries weight, yet no one sees. I sit contained, letting life unfold silently. The candle flickers, casting shadows like whispers. I feel the warmth of quiet intensity. The night stretches, patient and forgiving. I trace its contours in my thoughts. I rise, coat over arm, the world still unaware. No movement wasted, no gesture unmeasured. I carry discretion like armor, refinement like a shield. A gentleman navigating life in the quietest way. Outside, the street waits, empty and calm. Inside, my presence lingers, subtle and profound. I walk through the night, deliberate, unseen, and leave only whispers of what was. I'll stand still when things collapse. Was the truth revealed? Panic leaves fingerprints. Stillness lets you heal. I've seen chaos sell its soul for attention and relief. I chose another road. I chose disbelief. I don't justify my calm, I don't dramatize pain. I learned how to stay warm inside the rain. Stillness is my alibi. I don't run, I don't hide when questions multiply. I let silence decide. No trembling confession, no nervous disguise. I stay in my position and let the lies die. Neon lights accuse the rain. Cars whisper by. I watch men go insane, trying to deny. I don't defend my action, I don't rewrite my path. I accept the reaction, let it pass. Stillness is my alibi, no witness, no sound. I don't testify, just stand my ground. No need to convince, no need to persuade. I don't offer a defense, I let time fade. Fear sweats, calm breathes, that's how you tell. Truth doesn't plead, it doesn't sell. I don't flinch under fire, I don't bend to demand. I just quietly retire with clean hands. Another hour dissolves, I remain unchanged. Some men evolve by revolt, I evolve by restraint. Stillness is my alibi, that's how I walk free. I don't clarify, I just let them see. If guilt comes Shadows stretch along the walls. Candlelight dances over polished wood and glass. Guitar hums warm, analog, inviting. Drums brush soft, a heartbeat I can feel. Segment 2. Reflection. I hold my drink, feeling the weight of unspoken choices. Each thought deliberate, every breath measured. Life moves fast outside these walls. Here time bends slow and deliberate. Segment 3. Observation. Patrons laugh, conversations drift and fade. I notice subtleties, gestures, fleeting expression. The world remains oblivious to the intensity I carry. A quiet gentleman moving through shadows of thought. Segment 4. In a monologue, every struggle handled without display. Every victory private, uncelebrated. Candlelight mirrors calm determination. Each flicker a silent testament to careful living. Segment 5. Departure, the bar empty. Stretch longer. I rise softly, cold draped footsteps like outside. The city sleeps unaware of me, a man moving in quiet, intense silence. I pass the cafes where laughter dies. I hear their stories, their hidden lies. The city hums, but I am still a man observing, bending will. Each street a river, a fleeting light. I walk alone, my purpose drives. I feel the pulse beneath neon haze. Every secret, every gaze. I do not speak, yet I understand the hidden wars no one commands. I move through chaos, calm, contained. A silent mind, a quiet flame. Between the lines, I'll make my mark. A lone man wandering through the dark. No eyes on me, no one to see. The quiet life I live silently. beside me. I linger in shadows, soft and discreet. Every choice weighed, every step precise. Life unfolds like a roll of dice. I know the world will never know the silent power of the man below. I am the observer, the night my stage. Every step a story, every thought a page. Between the lines I make my mark, a lone man wandering through the dark. No eyes on me, no one to see the quiet life I live silently. Creeps in, the city awakes. I fade into nothing as silence takes. Neon crying in the rain, like it knows the weight I hold. Every promise sounds the same when you learn to walk alone. I don't answer when they stare, eyes low, hands in my coat. Life taught me to prepare before the code is a note. I don't explain my reasons, they wouldn't understand. Some seasons stay unspoken, some truths stay in your hand. These streets don't need my words, they already know my face. I've been quiet, I've been hurt, I learned the value of my pace. I don't announce my leaving, I don't argue with the past. I move like I'm believing that silence always lasts. Men get loud when they feel small. I've been there, I chose the dark. I'd rather lean against the wall than leave another mark. I count my steps, I count my scars, I don't count who's to blame. I learned how to read the stars without ever saying my name. These streets don't need my words, they hum beneath my shoes. I watch the brave and the absurd, I watch the broken choose. I don't stay for conversation, I don't stay for the fight. I walk with quiet concentration through the spine of the night. Silence ain't weakness, it's discipline learned. Every scar I carry is a lesson learned. I don't fold under pressure, I just slowly align. Every move I measure, every step is mine. Street light flickers like a breath, I pass under, then I'm free. Another man outruns his death, I just let it walk with me. These streets don't need my words, they know the sound of calm. I don't sing like other birds, I stay low, stay warm. If you ask where I've been, I'll just nod and pass. Some men leave noise behind, leave empty glass. No words, just footsteps fading. No words, just footsteps fading. I walk where eyes fail to see, through empty streets, completely free. The night is thick, the air profound. I move in silence, without a sound. The city hums, unaware of me. I watch, I listen, I let it be. Each movement measured, each choice discreet. A life in shadows, quiet and complete. The invisible man, moving alone through smoky nights, a path my own. No one notices, no one knows the life I lead as the night flows. Guitar hums warm, bass holds the ground. Drums take soft, a subtle sound. Every heartbeat, a note in my song. I move through night, where I belong. No need for eyes, no need for praise. I carve my journey through smoky haze. The streets are mine, the night my friend. I walk in silence until the end. The invisible man, moving alone through smoky nights, a path my own. No one notices, no one knows the life I lead as the night flows. The sun will rise and disappear, a lone shadow, no one near. The bar hums low, shadows pooling in corners. Candlelight trembling on polished wood. I sit alone, drink in hand, watching the slow rhythm of life outside. Decisions weigh quietly in my chest, each choice deliberate, measured unseen. Guitar strings hum warm analog tones, brush drums brush soft as my thoughts drift. Observation, a stranger laughs, smoke drifts from a cigarette. The bartender wipes a glass, his eyes tired. I see everything without intrusion, every movement a note in the night song. Second fall, internal contemplation. My struggles remain unspoken, unseen, handled with calm intensity, discretion. The candlelight reflects my quiet resolve, each flicker a marker of decisions made in silence. Segment 5. The bar empty, shadows stretch longer. I rise slowly, cold overarm. Outside, the city breeze unaware of me, a gentleman vanishing into the night with purpose. Cold hands in my pockets deep, warm thoughts I'll never share, promises I didn't keep, still taught me how to care. I don't react, I calculate, I don't beg, I choose. Some men wait for fate, I teach fate how to move. No anger in my chest, just focus in my eyes. I learned how to rest without ever asking why. Cold hands, clear decision, no drama, no delay. I don't deal in broken visions, I just quietly obey. Every step intentional, every turn control. I don't need to be memorable, I just need to be whole. City breeze and broken beats, drums of distant chords. I've learned which pain repeats and which pain leaves scars. I don't drown in yesterday, I don't borrow from tomorrow. I just walk another way, carrying my sorrow. Cold hands, clear decisions. I don't second guess. I don't live for permission. Our mission, I live with less. No speeches, no display. No crowd to impress. I don't need a brighter day. I just need progress. Stillness is a weapon if you learn how to hold it. Silence is a lesson if you don't oversell it. I don't freeze, I don't fold. I adapt and remain. I've survived the cold. Now I use the pain. Fades behind my back, another block complete. I don't fear what I lack, I just trust my feet. Cold hands, clear decisions. That's how I stay alive. No false ambition, no need to arrive. If they ask what I became, I won't answer or pretend. I just walk my lane until the end. Cold night, steady heart. Cold night, steady heart. I don't rush into conclusions, I let the night explain. I've seen fast men lose direction, chasing temporary gain. My shoes know every corner, my hands know when to wait. I don't fight my inner hunger, I negotiate. No panic in my breathing, no fear in my tone. I learned the art of leaving without feeling alone. I make slow decisions with a steady mind. No revisions once the line is drawn in time. I don't look back for approval, I don't ask for consent. Every move is surgical, every second well spent. Street clocks lie about the hour, time bends when you're calm. I felt weakness turn to power when I stopped sounding the alarm. I don't drink to forget, I sip to remember. Every loss I've ever made made my silence colder. I make slow decisions, no applause, no sign, no collisions with what's already mine. I don't explain my method, I don't soften my stance. I just walk the path I measure and let life dance. Haste is a language I don't speak, desperation ain't my style. I've learned patience from the weak and restraint from denial. Still waters, heavy soul, every step reinforced. I don't lose control, I become the force. Morning tries to catch my back, but but I'm already gone. Another choice perfectly intact before the dawn. I make slow decisions, that's how I survive. No permission, just a quiet drive. If regret comes knocking, it won't recognize my face. I was already walking at my own pace. Slow steps, no regrets. Slow steps, no regrets. They argue loud in broken bars. I listen from the side. Men get noisy when they're scared of what they hide inside. I kept my glass half full, I kept my tempo low. I've learned how power moves without a show. I don't interrupt the moment, I let it reveal. Truth comes out when you don't own it, when you let it feel. He never raised his voice, never slammed a door. He made a choice, then he made one more. No threats, no warning, no emotional ploy. He left before the morning like a disciplined boy. Some men confuse noise with strength. I made that mistake. Now I measure depth and length of every step I take. I don't argue with fools, I don't educate rage, I just quietly move off the stage. He never raised his voice, never needed to. He saw the choice and he followed through. No speeches, no scene, no need to explain. He stayed unseen and still remained. Calm is intimidating if you understand it. Silence is devastating when you command it. I don't shout to be heard, I don't push to be strong. I just wait for the word that tells me I'm gone. Street light blinks like it agrees. I've said enough tonight. Some men shout to feel free. I walk away to keep my sight. He never raised his voice, but the room felt changed. He made his choice and the world rearranged. If you look for a sign, you won't find a trace, just a calm behind an empty space. Silence spoke for him. Every step a story, every breath a vow. I walk where the city doesn't know how. The lights are dim, the air is thick. I move like a thought, subtle and slick. I see the noise, I see the lies. I'm moving quiet, I analyze. Nothing escapes the man in the shade. Every choice deliberate, every move made. Silent steps, a life unseen. I roam the night, calm, serene. No applause, no eyes to me, just the rhythm of my own heartbeat. Shadow steps, a life unseen. I roam the night, calm, serene. No applause, no eyes to me, just the rhythm of my own heartbeat. Electric strings hum my mood, bass and drums in a quiet interlude. I walk alone, but I am free, a man of purpose, silently. Through empty streets, through midnight rain, I carry my past, I carry my pain, but I move forward, steady aware, a gentleman living in the cool night air. Silent steps, a life unseen. I roam the night, calm, serene. No applause, no eyes to me, just the rhythm of my heart. Silent steps, a life unseen. I roam the night, calm, serene. No applause, no eyes to me, just the rhythm of my heartbeat. Shadows fade, dawn will rise, but I will move unseen, wise. Every night is a lesson, every step a choice. I move in the quiet, guided by my voice. Though the city hums with noise and light, I navigate softly, embracing the night. Eyes wide, but never truly see the depth of calm, the complexity. I make my moves, deliberate control, a story of strength, quietly told. Silent decision, the world doesn't know. I shape my life where the shadows grow. No need for words, my path is clear. I walk in silence without fear, without fear. The soulful guitar cuts through the night, warm bass like a heartbeat, steady and right. Drums whisper like rain on the street. I move, I breathe in perfect beat. Life unfolds loud and fast, but I linger, observe, make moments last. A man in control, yet unseen, a lone figure, calm and keen. Silent decision, the world doesn't know. I shape my life where the shadows grow. No need for words, my path is clear. I walk in silence without fear, without fear. I remain awake, a man in the night, leaving no mistake. Amber light spills across the polished bar. A guitar hums, bass hums, drums whisper low. I sit alone, a quiet observer of life, handling my thoughts with careful precision. Patrons chatter, laughter rises and fades. I watch without notice, every glance considered. Life's trials remain behind calm eyes, every decision weighed, every emotion contained. Smoke curls toward the ceiling, slow and deliberate. Notes flow through the room like soft reminders. I sip my drink, letting the warmth anchor me. Every heartbeat a steady, controlled rhythm. The night is mine, yet fleeting. Every shadow bend around my stillness. No gesture wasted, no word unnecessary. A gentleman navigating life without display. As the bar empties, I rise, disappearing quietly. Coat over my arm, footsteps soft against the floor. My presence lingers like a subtle echo. A man moving in calm, intense silence. I light a cigarette where the fog is thick. The world moves fast, but I move slick. Street lamps glow like amber fire. I walk alone, driven by desire. The night holds me a quiet embrace. I see every corner, every face. Life rushes past in a frantic blur. I am patient, my mind astir. Cigarette smoke and street lamps glow. I move in silence, the night my show. No one notices the path I weave, a quiet rhythm I achieve. Bass hums deep like a hidden thought. Guitar whispers what cannot be bought. Drums light red on a distant route. I walk my life subtle and smooth. I am not lost, I am not blind. I see the patterns others can't find. A gentleman moving unseen, unclaimed. Every step deliberate, every moment framed. Cigarette smoke and street lamps glow. I move in silence, the night my show. No one notices the path I weave, a quiet rhythm I achieve. Morning comes, shadows recede. I vanish quietly, my soul free. the corners of the street. Street lights hum like they know my name. No rush in my breath, no sound in my feet. I move like a thought that never complains. Windows flicker, stories I won't read. Everyone's loud behind closed doors. I learned early what silence means. It's safer than asking for more. And I don't talk to mirrors, they already know. I don't chase the echoes, I just let them go. I make my moves in the quiet, when no one's watching the floor. I don't need fire or riot, just a hand on a closing door. I leave no marks, no sirens, just shadows where I've been. I walk away before the violence of letting the world look in. Coffee's cold in a diner at 3. Waitress don't ask where I'm from. Men like me pay silently and leave before the questions come. I've seen dreams die on barroom floors, heard hope crack in a glass. I learned not to beg for more, I learned how to let things pass. Yeah, to make my moves in the quiet, when the city holds its breath. I don't confuse peace with silence, I just learned how to walk with less. No applause, no warning, no need to explain. I step out before the morning, like I was never framed. Some men shout to feel alive, some men bleed just to be seen. I learned how to survive by staying somewhere in between. Pain taught me how to stand, loss taught me when to bend. I don't shake hands with plans, I just see them to the end. A coat pulled tight, the night is mine. Shoes know every crack in line. I don't waste time, I let it run. Every move already done. I make my moves in the quiet, no witness, no regret. I don't light fires to deny it, I just don't forget. If you look back, you won't find it, just an empty street at dawn. I was here, then I was gone. Only shadow remember my name. Streetlights shimmer on wet asphalt. I glide through the night without a fall. Every shadow bends as I pass. A gentleman hidden, leaving no glass. I watch life flicker like a dying flame. I remain unchanged, untouched by fame. The quiet hum of the city, my song. A slow pulse, deliberate, strong. Shadows and steps, I move unseen through smoky nights, calm and serene. No eyes on me, no one to know. I take the long road, soft and slow. The guitar sighs, the bass replies. Drums tick softly like midnight skies. I make my mark in silence profound. A life observed when no one is found. Every decision carved in quiet might. Every step guided by inner light. I am the man who moves with grace, a phantom walking, leaving no trace. Shadows and steps, I move unseen through smoky nights, calm and serene. No eyes on me, no one to know. I take the long road, soft and slow. Creeps in, the city awakes, but I have vanished, leaving no stakes. The streets are hard, the sidewalks cold. Stories of the night quietly unfold. I move like a shadow across concrete. Every heartbeat measured, steady, discreet. The neon sings, smoke curls high. I pass unnoticed as hours fly. Life rushes past in urgent tides. I remain still where calm resides. Concrete and shadow, my silent world. A man in motion, edges curl. No eyes can find me, no hands can touch. I live quietly, it matters much. auto-tune. Bass carries the weight of a quiet moon. Drums whisper the passage of time. I walk alone, deliberate, sublime. Every corner a mirror, every street a page. I navigate the night, a quiet sage. No need for glory, no need for fame. I carve my life, leaving no name. Concrete and shadows, my silent world. A man in motion, edges curled. No eyes can find me, no hands can touch. I live quietly, it matters much. The city awakes, I fade away. Whatever it takes. The bar hums softly low and mellow. Candlelight flickers on polished surfaces. Guitar bends low for an analog. Drums brush with gentle precision. I sip slowly, savoring more than whiskey. Tasting chalices, measured dots, quiet victories. No one sees the calm intensity within. Yet every gesture is deliberate, every breath precise. Observation, patrons drift past. I'm aware of my focus. Every glance, every movement, a story I track. There only comes a theater of subtle rhythms. I move through it like a ghost, fully present. Eternal thought, life struggles I carry without display. Decisions hand over steady, composed intention. mystery. When the night ends, I rise softly, coating in. Step into empty streets, unseen, unremarked. A gentleman in thought, a shadow in motion, carrying the intensity of silence with purpose. The city sleeps, but I remain, walking slow through midnight rain. Street lights flicker, casting soft glow. I move with purpose, deliberate flow. Every shadow bends where I tread, every glance unnoticed, nothing said. I watch the world, its noise, its flame. I take my time, no need for fame. Night's gentle flow guides my way through smoky streets where shadows play. No eyes to follow, no voice to hear. I move in silence, calm and clear. Guitar sings low, bass holds me near, drums whisper secrets only I hear. Every choice intentional, every step mine. I move like the night, deliberate, fine. The world may roar, the city may spin, but I am still, letting life sink in. A man in control, unseen and free, walking alone through midnight sea. Night's gentle flow guides my way through smoky streets where shadows play. No eyes to follow, no voice to hear. I move in silence, calm and clear. The dawn arrives, shadows fade. I vanish quietly, the night obeys.
Enter softly, the bar smells of smoke and polished wood. Lights dim, guitar hums as I take a seat. The warmth of amber whiskey cradled in my hand. Time slows, allowing contemplation to settle. Segments are every internal storm handled quietly. No display, no audience, only measured action. Brush drums like rain tapping, bass like a heartbeat under my deliberate calm. Segment, candlelight reflects on my face in glass. Faces drift past, laughter rises and falls. I observe, measuring subtleties, reading life's currents without interruption. Segments, I navigate struggles in private. Decisions carved with steady precision. A gentleman defined by discretion, moving through the night with quiet intensity. The hour wanes, I rise unnoticed, step outside where the street lies empty. No trace left, no sound made, only the weight of a silent presence remains. The streets are empty, the night air is slow. Every lamp flickers with a golden glow. I move with purpose, no need for sound. A
silent story in the city I found. Footsteps echo soft against the cold. I carry secrets, memories untold. Every glance I steal, every shadow I pass, I leave no trace, no footprints in the glass. I move quietly, unseen by the world, a lone man walking, my flag unfurled. No one notices, no one to tell. I walk in silence, I know this well. The bass hums low, drums barely awake. Guitar sings softly like a heart about to break. I watch the lights that roar and fade, and take my time with every choice I've made. The night is mine, a canvas so wide, I paint in shadows, nowhere to hide. No applause, no faces, just the hum of the street. I am the rhythm, the heartbeat discreet. I move quietly, unseen by the world, a lone man walking, my flag unfurled. No one notices, no one to tell. I walk in silence, I know this well. Slow steps fade into dawn's first light. A man in the shadow disappearing from sight. I know this well.
Nothing personal in his eyes, just clarity earned. He'd learned not every goodbye needs to be burned. The bar had seen him years ago, another man. Tonight he moved deliberate and slow, with a plan. He remembered loving without sense, bleeding to belong. Now he preferred consequence over wrong. Jazz whispered truths he already knew, didn't argue back,
Life takes its time breaking you, then gives you track. He didn't blame, he didn't curse, didn't ask why. Acceptance is a quieter verse than rarely tried. He paid attention to the weight of every breath. Nothing rushed him toward his fate or death. Nothing personal, just life. Outside the night held no surprise, just open space. He walked like someone who'd made peace with pace. No grudges folded in his coat, no debts unpaid. A man who learns the final note is stay. Nothing personal, just life continuing. The streets are empty, yet full of sound. Echoes alive that rush around. I take each step with quiet intent, a man of action, but heaven sent. Windows glow with lives I don't know. I'm moving shadows, completely alone. Every glance measured, every breath mine. I navigate night with a design. Lone steps, a path unknown. I move in silence, I move alone. The city sleeps, but I remain a shadow walking in the midnight rain. Guitar cries softly, bass runs low. Drums are subtle, steady, slow. Every moment calculated, every choice precise. I live my life without rolling dice. Through alleys dark, past neon lights, I carve my way in the cloak of night. No one to follow, no one to see. The life I lead in secrecy. steps, a path unknown. I move in silence, I move alone. The city sleeps, but I remain a shadow walking in the midnight rain. When morning breaks, I disappear, a man in motion, no one near. Smoke drifts slowly, curling through the muted light. Guitar hums in harmony with my quiet mind. Bass flows beneath, anchor in the evening. Drums brush soft, a heartbeat only I feel. I think a choice is made, unspoken victories, struggles handled without announcement or applause. The world rushes past, unaware of my pace. I move with discretion, purpose and calm. Candlelight reflects in my glass, a private stage, yeah. Every flicker a mirror of thought and intent. I breathe, I observe, I measure the night. A gentleman holding composure in every gesture. No one sees the rhythm of my internal world, yet every subtle motion resonates with purpose. The music and shadows guide my careful steps. Each note and breath deliberate, intense, quiet. Patron leaves, I rise, step outside in the streets that know nothing of me. A presence felt but unseen, moving in silence. A man whose life is measured yet free. Footsteps on pavement, soft as a sigh. The city watches, but it doesn't know why. I pass the neon glow, the late night haze. Every glance I steal, every quiet phrase. man in motion, unseen, unclaimed. Actions deliberate, never named. I take what I need, leave nothing behind. A careful life, a careful mind. I move in silence, I strike without sound. The streets are my kingdom, no one around. I feel every heartbeat, I see every light. I live in the shadows, letting the world pass by. The guitar hums low, like the pulse in my chest. Warm bass and drum guide me west. I'm a man who knows the weight of a choice. I speak with my eyes, I silence my voice. Every night a canvas, every step a line. I trace the city, the dark, the divine. No applause, no fame, no shallow praise, just the rhythm of night, the quiet ways. I move in silence, I strike without sound. The streets are my kingdom, no one around. I feel every heartbeat, I see every light. I live in the shadows, letting the world pass by. Quiet moves, quiet heart. In the night, I play my part. Quiet moves, quiet heart. In the night, I play my part. Jazz doesn't interrupt a man, it waits till he's done thinking. No, it's been just enough to understand why he's drinking. I chose a seat where sound was low, where reflection lives. I didn't come here to let go, I came to give. Give weight to thoughts I never voiced, give space to what remains. Some men shout to prove a choice, I sustain. The bass walks slowly through the room, like a man with years. I learned restraint makes plenty room for fear. I've broken things I couldn't fix by rushing my hand. Now I move deliberate, slow and strict, like a plan. The drummer brush not struck the truth, and I agree. Violence wasted half my youth, calm, free. Jazz lets you finish before it speaks. I didn't stay for closing time or anyone's concern. I left when silence felt aligned with what I'd learned. Outside, my shadow followed suit, nothing to defend. A man who listens learns the route to end. Jazz faded, but it understood. Footsteps soft against the cold pavement. Every night carries a quiet statement. I watch, I wait, I never speak. A silent figure in the city's mystique. Streetlights flicker, casting smoky halos. Life rushes past like a fleeting shadow. I move with purpose, never in haste. Every choice considered, nothing weighs. Shadows whisper low, secrets in my stride. I move unseen, with nothing to hide. No eyes follow, no one to see. The quiet rhythm that lives in me. Guitar hums warm, bass holds me steady. Drums like a pulse, calm and ready. I navigate life with hands in control. A man of silence, a measured soul. Every street a canvas, every corner a frame. I leave no mark, yet I play the game. The night is mine, the city my stage. A quiet dancer, unseen sage. Shadows whisper low, secrets in my stride. I move unseen, with nothing to hide. No eyes follow, no one to see. The quiet rhythm that lives in me. I fade into the night's embrace, a gentleman's journey, quiet grace. smoke curls upward, a silent mirror of my mind. Guitar strings hum warmth into the dimly lit room. Brush drums like fingertips brushing glass. Everything moves with deliberate, slow precision. I sip, I breathe, I weigh the unspoken. Life is a balance of measured decisions. Every victory quiet, every struggle unseen. I hold my world behind calm, raspy vocals. Eyes meet briefly across the room. I nod but reveal nothing of the storms inside. I am a shadow, a thought, a movement, present without intrusion, visible without display. Candlelight stretches across my hands. The amber glow reflecting internal tides. The bar exhales, the night listens. I am steady, deliberate, composed. When the hour wanes, I leave as I arrive. No notice, no applause, no disturbance. Yet the calm I carry lingers like smoke. A gentleman's mark, fleeting but profound. The fog rolls in, heavy and slow. I walk where only shadows go. Street lights flicker, the night is mine. Every step deliberate, every move fine. I watch the world from corners unseen, a quiet observer, calm and keen. The city speaks, but I don't reply. I leave no footprints where I pass by. Steps in the fog, I move unseen. A low man's journey, steady, serene. No one notices, no one knows. The path I walk is the one I chose. Electric guitar hums, bass flows warm. Drums are subtle, guiding through the storm. I take my time, my way, each choice. A quiet existence, a deliberate voice. Through empty streets, under neon glow, I carve my path, soft and slow. Every night a canvas, every step a line. I walk in silence, everything mine.
Steps in the fog, I move unseen. A lone man's journey, steady, serene. No one notices, no one knows. The path I walk is the one I chose. The dawn creeps in, shadow dissolve. I fade into the city, problems unsolved.
Every alley hums with stories untold. I walk through darkness, silent and bold. The city breathes, but I remain a man who moves without a claim. Neon flickers reflecting my face. I take each step with measured pace. The world roars, but I am still a shadow with iron will. The night knows my name, though none do. I move through silence, a path true. Every heartbeat guides me along. I am the quiet, the unseen song. Bass vibrates like a pulse in my chest. Guitar moans softly, letting me rest. Drums whisper like secrets untold. I move with precision, quiet and bold. No one notices, no one sees the life I carve in the midnight breeze. I am the calm, the shadow, the hand, a gentleman walking across the land. The night knows my name, though none do. I move through silence, a path true. Every heartbeat guides me along. I am the quiet, the unseen song. moving on.
Candlelight flickers across polished surfaces. The jazz bar hums, low and inviting. Guitar bends warm, bass flows steady. Drums brush softly, carrying the night. Segment 2. I sit, absorbing life quietly. Choices, decisions, internal battles unspoken. Every breath intentional, every gesture deliberate. I move through shadows, fully aware, fully composed. Segment 3. Observation. Faces pass, laughter rises and fades. I notice subtleties unseen by all. All the night stretches, a companion to thought. I remain fully present, yet entirely discreet. Segment 4, inner deliberation. Struggles handled with quiet intensity. Life navigated with discretion and purpose. Candlelight mirrors the calm within. Every movement aligned with internal precision. Segment 5. The hour ends, I rise, coat draped footsteps, soft outside, streets empty, world unaware. A gentleman moving in silence, deliberate, intense, leaving only echoes of quiet mastery behind. He hums. Take my seat where the shadows fall. The room is quiet, I hear it all. Every laugh, every whispered word. Life's small drama, softly heard. Bass hums low, guitar breathes warm. Drums like rain, soft, calm and warm. I reflect on battles no one sees, fighting storms quietly at ease. Shadows at the table, I sit apart, a gentleman guarding a silent heart. No eyes follow, no one knows the careful life I chose. Each sip measured, each thought refined. I navigate life with a steady mind. The world rushes loud, I move slow, handling struggles that none can know. I am present, yet disappear, a quiet force, calm and clear. No applause needed, no voice to claim. I live my life without the fame. Shadows at the table, I sit apart, a gentleman guarding a silent heart. No eyes follow, no one knows the careful life I chose. Candle burns low, I rise and go, a quiet presence, soft and slow. The night poses under neon light. I move through it, silent tide. Every step a story, every glance a clue. I navigate life the way shadows do. I watch, I wait, I never rush. The city moves loud, but I hush. Electric guitar hums, bass flows deep. Drums whisper secrets I vow to keep. Night's own rhythm guides my way. Through smoky streets I quietly sway. No one sees me, no one knows the quiet strength that grows and grows. Every corner holds a tale untold. I move with purpose, deliberate, bold. The world roars, but I am still a man in control, iron will. No need for words, no need for fame. I carve my path in shadowed flame. The night is mine, the streets my stage, a quiet power, calm and sage. Night's own rhythm guides my way. solid strength that grows and grows. The sun will rise, but I remain a shadow walking, calm and sane. I moved those trees with a night holds tight. Every corner whispers in soft twilight. The city sleeps, but I remain awake. Each step a story, each breath a stake. Windows slipper with lives I don't touch. I go out unseen, it doesn't take much. Every glance, every movement precise. I navigate life without paying the price. Walk in shadows, I leave no trace. Through smoky nights, I find my place. No eyes follow, no voices hear. I'm moving silence, calm and clear. Bass hum steady, guitar cries on. Drums whisper softly till midnight storm. Every decision, every choice measured. The quiet life patiently treasured. I am the calm when the city